for us, obviously. Being a quality team, getting back to 500 in league play. Just proud of the way the guys came out and competed early. We really competed at the plate tonight against Beatty's got really good stuff, and obviously the big swing and first inning was Fisher, and hit a changeup and got just enough of it to get it out of the park. Had a lot of backspin on it, just traveled. Trey, he does what he does every time he gets on the mat. He just really competes, and he had good stuff. He didn't have his best stuff, and when you can win when you don't have your best stuff, that's big. And I just asked the team before the game to go out and find a way to score some runs for Trey, because he had laid everything out on the line about 4 or 5 weeks in a row, and pitched into the 6th, 7th, 8th, sometimes finished the game, saved our bullpen for the weekend, and we didn't get him a win. And tonight they came out and punched in some runs, and it was a good team win.
What did you think about your defense? You had the 2 errors, but it seemed like they made up for it with the double plays.
That was a big inning. All that happened with 2 outs, and Joe looked up, ball got by him. So instead of having a runner at first and second or first and third, whatever it might have been, we'd had a force out there at second, and we didn't have that because they were at second and third, and it balled Mike. He made the hard part of the play, and then he rushed his throw and threw it into the dirt, and Fisher did everything he could, and they scored 2 quick runs. That was hard. Other than that, defensively we turned, like you said, a couple of nice double plays, got out of a jam, and the bullpen was outstanding. But that was disappointing, because you can't make errors on routine type plays, and errors are going to happen on bad hops or just every now and then. But we had the momentum all in our dugout, 4-0. We're rolling along, and then that happened. And then, to me, what was huge was we came back and scored a run in the bottom of that inning, kind of changed that momentum a little bit.
Fisher's on kind of a swing here with 4 home runs, 4 SEC games, and first pitch swinging right there. just what do you see from him?
Just keep it going. I like it, but what I see is a confident hitter, a guy that, like I made the comment the other day, he seems to be smiling a lot more than he was a couple, 3 weeks ago, and he's really helping the team, driving in runs in the middle of the batting order, and playing great defense. By the way, that ball, that would have been an incredible play. That ball went through his glove. It broke through his web. He caught that ball for a split second, and it didn't break it. It just stretched it. When I'm making a pitching change, they're out there tightening it up for him. But because he made a couple of nice defensive plays as well tonight.
How big was Jackson's strikeout?
Oh, that was huge. You're talking a freshman coming in with the bases loaded, facing someone who could potentially tie it up with one swing, and we've all seen it happen. So that last pitch he threw that got the strikeout on was just a really, really good breaking pitch, and it was hard with downward action, and they hadn't seen it yet, and it was just a great job by him getting out of that jam for us.
When you think about Fisher and Baxendale, they've kind of the last few weeks have been something for you.
Yeah, it's been they've been a threat. And they got to go through Brian, and Brian Anderson is, he's fighting a little bit right now, but I think slowly coming out of it. Joe's been steady, and Benintendi swinging the bat as good as anybody, and Spoon, he finds a way to hit the ball hard a couple times a game and get on. So for those guys in the 5 and 6 hole to come up with some big hits and produce some RBIs, it's been really, really big for us. It's one reason we're scoring runs now. Well, I think the mindset was to be aggressive. I think that we did a good job getting into hitters' counts, 2-1, 3-1, where we could be a little more aggressive. We did a good job laying off some breaking balls in the dirt, especially with a couple of strikes. And, fought to get to the next pitch. We fouled off a lot of pitches early. So, the hitters competed well off a really good pitcher. No, I don't. And I didn't even think about it till you brought it up. I knew he hit a home run again, but I didn't realize that it is 4 in a row now. So, good for him. He deserves it. He's been working hard.
Killian has been pitching well, but for him him to get rewarded with it and to finish with the lead. What do you think that meant for him?
Oh, I know he was all smiles after the game, and team kind of patted him on the back. We commented about it in our huddle, and I think he really appreciated it because, like I said, he's gone out there and got through some tough innings. Pitched big time. He's lost 1-0, 2-1. Who knows? I mean, there's some tough games he's pitched, and his stuff, like I said, it was good, but it wasn't as good as it's been some nights that we have not won for him. So I feel good for him. Like I said, it was a good team win, but there's a lot of individual stories on every team, and that's one there. And it's kind of the game within the game. He's kind of saved us, and glad to see him get a win on by his name.
Did you see his reaction when you saw him take his pitch?
Oh yeah, I mean I knew exactly what I was going. He don't want to come out of the game. I mean, bases loaded. Those are his runners, but he had made some mistakes. He was tired, and I think that once he handed me the ball, he kind of, I think he realized it was the right move, and it ended up being the right move. And thank goodness Jackson got him out. It makes us all look good, and it could go the other way, but I mean they had squared up 3 or 4 balls in a row, and I think that he deep down knew that he was tired.
You mentioned he didn't have his best stuff, but still only 2 runs.
When I'd say,
what was he doing?
yeah, well, usually he has a little bit more command with that fastball. Other than that, I mean, his stuff was good. His velocity was good. The command in the first inning was outstanding. Second inning, just okay. You could just see it a little bit. He had a lot more 2-2, 3-2 counts than normally he has. But he challenged him, and I'm just glad that we kept his pitch count just a little under 100. Get another 6-7 days rest. Be ready to go next weekend.
Anything else? Nice, Coach.
Okay.